What really disappointed me back in the AVP3 was the Predator. Now, the Predator in the movies was just this creature that would, well, in the first movie, it was this creature that went to planets and poached because he could, because of the weaponry and gadgets, and no creature in the universe could really stop him from hunting. So he basically went throughout the universe and took trophies of kills that he collected because, I don't know, he was a poacher, he was a dick. So, but in AVP2 it introduced that they were clan-based, and they had some sort of society. So, the entire society, they showed a bunch of weaponry that we got to see. Like in Predator 2, we got to see the net gun, the shoulder cannon, the disc, the bunch of, I think, did the movies have the spear gun? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it might have been in Predator 2. I know it's not in Predator 1. The only weapons the Predator had in Predator 1 was the wrist blade, the shoulder cannon, and that was about it. He didn't really have that many weapons. But in Predator 2, they increased the weapons. He had the spear in that movie too, which was pretty cool. So yeah, the Predator had a bunch of weapons that just made him amazing. So in AVP 1, they gave us a weapon loadout of the wrist blade, the spear gun, the plasma pistol, or was it called the plasma pistol? I can't remember exactly the name of it right now off the top of my head, but the plasma pistol, I'll just call it for now, and the disc and the shoulder cannon. Now, there also is the spear, but you don't get that as a weapon. Only the NPC Predators do, for some reason. I didn't really understand that, so yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, you get those weapons in that game, which was quite a lot of weapons. Then AVP2. Now this one gave us a variety of weapons. We got the wrist blade, the spear, the combi stick, which is also a spear. We got the plasma pistol again. We got the spear gun, the shoulder cannon, the disc, the net gun from Predator 2, which was amazing, except it didn't use the same attack it did in the movie. In the movie, he would get caught up by the strong netting, while in AVP2, they were only stuck in it for like a few seconds. We also got this grenade, the mines, where you plant it, and then, like, when the enemy comes by, you hit your wrist, control things, the Predator's wrist controls, and it blows up. And then you would get the, did I say the disc? Yeah, I think I said the disc, and that was basically your weaponry. Now, that was a lot of weapons. That's like an entire arsenal. Now, that's what made the Predator amazing, because his entire arsenal of weaponry that was so cool and unique. And then AVP Extinction, they took all those weapons and gave them each to each class, with the exception of, like, a few more weapons, and, like, I think they got rid of the net in that game, so. But yeah, they took a bunch of the weapons. Then we get to AVP3. And in AVP3, what weapons did we get? Well, we got the wrist blades, which now we have 2, just like in the AVP movies. And that was basically the main weapon you used. You got these 2 wrist blades that you look through the entire frickin' game with, which annoyed the hell out of me. And you get these side weapons, which is the shoulder cannon, the disc, and the mines. But yeah, you didn't have that many freaking weapons. That really disappointed me, guys. The Predator's supposed to be this, like, high-tech creature that has this arsenal of weaponry that's supposed to amaze you. But in AVP3, it just didn't do that. He had no weapons. Throughout the entire game, I basically used the shoulder cannon a couple times and then used my wrists and used this stupid, well, sometimes it's stupid, sometimes it's cool. The grabs that shows off the killing moves. But that was pretty much it. Now, what really, really, really disappointed me in the game was, like, by the second to the last level, we finally got the combi stick. And you know what? I was so excited to use it. But guess what? You don't freaking melee with it. You throw it. Now, that disappointed me so much. I was so ready to use that thing as a melee weapon, but now why wouldn't they use it as a melee weapon? I honestly don't understand. What, did they think it was too powerful in AVP2? Which, to be quite honest, I don't think it was that powerful. Or maybe it was more powerful than the wrist blade, but it wasn't that powerful. Why didn't they give it as a melee weapon, but maybe the secondary fire you could throw it? I don't know. I honestly don't know why they did that. But it was such a disappointment. So, basically in AVP3, you get, like, no weapons. Like, in the past games, you got this entire arsenal, and then in the new game, you get, like, nothing? Whose idea was this? Now, for AVP4, I want to see more weapons of the Predator. Maybe some new ones, maybe. But, like, overall, just all the weapons from AVP2 and AVP1 back. Because those weapons were really cool. Now, a lot of people complained about the spear gun. I kind of liked it for, like, a stealth mission, but maybe it can get annoying, so if there was one weapon that I guess you don't want to bring back, I guess the spear gun would probably be it, but maybe all the other weapons they should bring back. Which, the net gun, I thought they should have kept the net gun. I don't know why they got rid of it. I mean, who didn't like the net gun? Except the people that you used it on, which they thought were annoying. I think the alien could get out it faster than the Marine. Poor Marine had to get the knife out and, like, cut it out. But yeah, there was no weapons for the Predator in AVP3, which really disappointed me. So in AVP4, I'd really like to see more weapons and more, maybe, yeah, just more weapons. So I want to know what you guys' ideas for the Predator on that. Another idea I wanted to put in is, like, allowing us to customize our own Predator and Alien or Marine. Like, kind of like the idea of Aliens, Colonial Marines, but more sophisticated. Like, there was only, like, well, Aliens, Colonial Marines was more sophisticated, or the customization was more sophisticated than, AVP3, where you just use skins, which was kind of stupid. Most of the skins were from the AVP movies, which I guess was fine. I didn't care. The AVP, what I really wanted to see, what I want to see in AVP4 is some customization, like maybe customize your Predators, like how many skulls are on him, like what mask you want on him, what kind of Predator. Like in AVP2, there were different kinds of Predator. There was like the light, the heavy, the assault, the regular Predator, the original Predator, I mean. And different kind of Predators. And then like the aliens, you could see like like make different kind of aliens, like, I don't know, like have the runner like have a Praetorian head or something. Just customizations. Maybe the Colonial Marines have a bunch of stuff on it. It'd be cool, I guess, if they did it right. Now, in AVP4, I would also like to see so Another thing I would at least like to see is some like class base for like the Colonial Marines. In AVP2, the Colonial Marines yet again had a bigger arsenal than AVP3. I don't know why they didn't add more guns. I mean, every Alien and AVP game has had the pulse rifle and the smart gunner in it, but they had more guns to add. But AVP3 didn't have that many. But like, I would like to see like some class bases again, like in AVP2, because that was kind of cool. Like one Marine have like the pulse rifle, one has the smart gunner, one has the maybe the grenade launcher, if there's a grenade launcher, one has a sniper. So whatever. Maybe that would be a cool idea to bring back, or maybe not. That's up to you guys. Yeah, I thought it would be a cool idea. Do you guys want the E-grabs? Or if you play the PC version, it's E-grab, but I'll just say grabs. Do you guys want the like special move grabs to be in AVP4 like in AVP3? To be honest, a lot of people hated it, and to a degree, I hate it too sometimes. Like, sometimes it's fun, but most of the time it's just for cheap attack. Like, the aliens and predators, when they do it behind people, like, they could be, like, inches away and you can still grab them. Like, I've done it many times before, and even when I do it, I think I'm like, oh, it's such bullcrap that I could actually do that. I think it's really cheap that the way they made it do that. And the melee system, do you guys want that back in, like, AVP4, or do you want it, like, AVP 2 and 1, where the melee system was just hitting people, like, you know, with your claw and your wrist blade? I mean, in AVP3, they kind of they wanted to make this system where to be all unfair, which sometimes it kind of is, but most of the time, the Predator wins the melee concept thing because, one, his health is bigger than Alien and Marines. Two, his charge heavy attack is faster than the Aliens, and his block ability is faster than the others as well. So he's like overpowered in the melee thing, so I thought that was totally unfair. The melee system works like, if you're doing a light attack, you hit someone and a bar of health goes down, and a heavy attack does 2 bars. But if someone's doing a light attack on you, you can press the block button and it blocks the attack, and then you can do a light attack to knock him down, and then maybe finish him off with either another light attack or a heavy attack. If an enemy is doing a heavy attack against you, you cannot block it, but you can counter it with the light attack, which either knocks him down or, like, stuns him, which you can continue to maybe do another heavy attack or light attack until their health is completely down. Now, this melee system is, when you think about it, does kind of work, but the reason why it doesn't really work with everyone is because, one thing, it's annoying. Two, the Predator, as I stated before, is totally overpowered in this thing, because for some reason they always have to make the Predator like this some monster creature that's like unstoppable, which I've explained before, that the Predators in the Predator movies were not that all powerful or even strong. Heck, Adrian Brody frickin' killed the Predator. If he could kill a Predator, then there's no reason to think that an alien could or couldn't. The melee system, do you guys want it back in AVP4? Comment about it if you guys think it should or shouldn't. I honestly don't care if it's back or not, because, I mean, we're far away from AVP2's, like, melee system now, and we're in modern FPSs now, which basically most of the combat systems are now like generic finishing moves, which is like easy kills. If you want the old system back, then I just recommend playing AVP2 again. That's what I do all the time. Some other AVP4 ideas were, I was hoping that you would be able to drive like vehicles and stuff. And what I mean by this is, like, In AVP3, there was no vehicles whatsoever. You don't see the APC, a power loader, or exosuit, or well, you do see a dropship, but you don't. You only see it for like a second, and it barely contributes to anything. You don't see any vehicles. Like the only game I know that used vehicles, like the exosuit and the power loader, is AVP AVP2, which you can actually drive an exosuit in multiplayer. AVP2, Aliens, Colonial Marines use a power loader, and AVP Extinction you can use the exosuit. But what I want to see is like the Colonial Marines have their vehicles finally used. Like maybe have an escort mission or something, like a mission where you travel with an APC and shoot down aliens and stuff. I think that would be a cool idea. Or maybe have an exosuit battle or a power loader battle with something. It's just some ideas. Maybe have a game mode where a bunch of players have to defend an APC or from damage or something, and then they have to, yeah, like protect it, and then other players be the aliens. Yeah, just an idea to throw out there. So we got a bunch of ideas. If there's ideas I haven't stated, you guys can write them down, and maybe we'll talk about it in the comments section with you, or other people can talk with you, and I'll message you back. The E for PC AVP2, the E button for the alien, which like glided like missiles. I actually liked that idea a lot. I thought it was really funny, but a lot of people hated it. So I don't think they'll bring that back again. But it's really still there. AVP3, if you press spacebar on any surface, you'll like glide there. And if you glitch it enough, you'll glide across the map. So it's still technically there. And AVP1, if you ran really fast and press spacebar, you could glide. You could also, like, if you go against the wall and look down when you're attached to the wall, and then like go down a little on the surface and press spacebar, you'll glide across the entire like map, which someone showed me before. So I guess the alien gliding is still there, but to a degree. I mean, when people abused that thing in AVP2, it really got abused. Like, everyone was going like jumping across the map to get to people, which I thought was really funny. Another thing I really wanted to see was in the games, you never see the Predators really doing anything like with their clan. Like, I wish they would do something with their clan, like instead of like just being some lone hunter hunting things, which I guess to a degree that's what the Predator does, which is kind of cool, but maybe like have the clan like give you objectives, which yes, in AVP3 your clan did give you objectives, but they were pretty stupid objectives. Also, like, you are like proclaimed the best Predator because you freaking killed a alien is a bunch of bullshit, because in AVP2 you kill the queen and take her. You can take her skull, but you don't have to. But you kill the queen, you kill Rydkov, and you kill like 2 Pret aliens, which one Pret alien equals like the best Predator ever is a bunch of bullshit. And the fact that the Praetorian was actually stronger than the Pret alien, but now they reversed it. I think that's a bunch of shit. Yeah.